Hi there. My name is adewale. I'm one of the directors at Ellsworth Properties Limited in the UK. We invest in properties ourselves. We also work with investors who are looking to invest in properties. Either they want to build their portfolio and have a huge portfolio, or you just want to have a small portfolio, or even if you are starting out for the first time, we work with investors to source for properties as well. We also have sellers rather, who are looking to sell their properties. You've got properties at a portfolio, or just have one or two, and you're looking to just sell on the properties as well. We actually help sellers to sell their properties as well. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can raise funds for your property investment. I call property an investment because even if you're a first-time buyer, or you're just buying property for the first time, you're getting on the property ladder for the first time, it is still an investment, because properties, whether you buy for investment or not, with intention of investing or renting out or not, or you want to live in it, property tend to go up in value. So anything you put your money into and is increasing in value, that's an investment. That's why I call it an investment as well. Okay. Now, so the purpose of this video, like I said, is just to share how you can raise funds for your property investment. First one I'm going to talk about is cash. So you have cash, you've saved cash up, or maybe I don't know, you won lottery, or perhaps a family decide to give you some money, either inheritance or whatever way. You have cash. You can buy property that way as well. That's a way to start. Another way to start properties, if you already have a property which you already have, which you're living in it, or maybe other property you have, there's something called equity. That's the equity is that's the difference between the price of your property, what you paid for the property, and the value of the property. So the market value of property could be less, for example, is £200,000. But when you bought your property, I don't know, whatever, 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you bought it for £100,000. That difference which you have between what you bought property for and what is currently worth, that is called the equity. So that for that scenario, it means you have £100,000. You can remortgage. Remortgage is when you go to the bank and say, I've got my property, I'm owing you, for example, I'm owing you £70,000. My property is worth £200,000. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave 25% into it, which is leave 25% of that £200,000 of my money into property, and the other part of it I'm going to ask you to loan me more. So basically, you take some of the equity to your hands. That's one way you can use it, and you can use that money to start building your investment. Right, so that's when you get equity and you remortgage property, and that's one way of raising funds for property investment. Another way you can do that is if, for example, you have somebody like a family member that you know that they have some money that is sitting down and doing nothing to them. You can it's not generating them any income. You could actually loan that money and start with your property investment as well. That's called using other people's money. It could be your friend, it could be your family, it could be your grandparents, or whosoever that has money, and you know maybe they've retired, they've gotten their pension and it's not doing anything for them. You can just, you can loan that and use that for your property investment as well, obviously with a plan for you to pay them back at some point with some interest with it as well. That's another way you can raise money for investment property. Another way you can do that is you can also joint venture. That's something called joint venture. So joint venture means that you only have £10,000 so far, and that £10,000 is not enough for you to invest property. You could approach either a family friend or any family or friend or anyone that you know that has cash. You can come together and then buy properties together. Obviously, you have to go through the legal terms and join it in the right way, and then you buy property and start building your portfolio. I'd rather own 25% of something than own 0% of something. I'd rather own 25% of a house than own nothing at all. So I'll put that out there. So if your money is not enough for you to buy property, you can join venture with people and buy property and start your investment there right there. Another way on raising fund is if you have a business as an existing business, for example, and that business has some cash in it. You as director can actually loan some of the money from that company and use it to start investing in property as well. Of course, there's going to be repayment. There's also a matter of a time that you need to have held that money for you to repay it, and there'll be some interest and all of that as well. But these are ways you could raise funds for your property investment here. All right, I hope this has been helpful to anyone out there. So it means that you do not have any excuse for you not to invest in property. There are different tips I've actually shared right there, which I believe can help anyone when it comes to investing in property anywhere in the world. I hope this has been helpful to you. My name is Adewale. So if you want to reach out to us, go on ellsworthproperties.co.uk. That's ellsworthproperties.co.uk. On that website, to just ping us there, send us a message, and I'll reach out to you. If you can also go on our Facebook page as well, that's Ellsworth Properties. On our Facebook, you can see us there as well. Visit LinkedIn. You can connect to us on LinkedIn. That's Ellsworth Properties. Just type Ellsworth Properties on LinkedIn as well. If you want to connect with me directly, I am on Instagram. So if you go to adewale.d.adewale, follow us there as well. So follow me there. If you wanna have a one-to-one with me, just give me just message me right there, and I will reach out to you as well. So it's adewale.d.adewale. Thank you for watching.